You mentioned Johnny, your brother, as being a big motivator and inspiration. And he was larger than life. He was just this, a few years older than Maria, and just this charismatic, joyful, bubbly, but also full of wisdom and insight. And he put, tasks to action, and he got things done, and he was able to create in this world. And he sadly passed away a few years ago. And that was, I would say, something that rocked you and your family to its core. What did you take from that? How do you overcome through that type of grief?
In the beginning of, it was like in September, and he passed away in July, I remember pushing everyone away through that grief. And when I was pushing everybody away, it was because I wasn't that person that I wanted to be. So I was trying to hide myself under a rock. Like, I'm not the greatest person to hang out with. Why do you want to hang out with me? I can't even stand myself. I was in that bubble for a little while, and I was like, wait a minute. I had to remind myself who I was and where I was going. And the reason why I wanted to give up on that was because I had seen my brother right beside me doing what I was doing back then, and to continue going forward. What helped me a lot was this group of people that through John, I was able to get into that bubble of pushing along as a team and staying uncomfortable. Like I mentioned before, staying uncomfortable. I was able to go to these events as an ambassador. That was so uncomfortable for me, but that was the most growth that I had received in my life. And I would ask myself, wow, my brother passed away, and through this grief, I'm growing so much, because now I had like this inspiration of saying, you know what, brother, I know that you're not here, but I can still grow, and I know that you're going to be proud of me. So the being proud of me, brother, has been highlighted so big that I still continue using that as a motivator of saying, I know he's rooting for me. I know that he's proud of me. And that growth, that stretching part of being uncomfortable. I encourage anyone, if you're feeling unsettled or frustrated, use it. Use that uncomfortableness of saying, okay, I'm uncomfortable. All right, why are you uncomfortable? And use it to drive you to the next level, because it will help you for the next level. Because this is a saying I tell my kids, especially because I have to be creative in the metaphors that I show them, because I have to explain what they're going through, or in their perspective. I tell them, I'm like, we go through levels. It's the same thing as life. Life hits levels. But like, what do you need to do for that breakthrough? You must use the most strength at the end in order for you to break through.
Yeah, in some ways, to get through and break through, you have to be able to use your superpower, whatever that strength is that you have. What you're also saying is, even during times of crisis, even during times of grief and pain, that is still strength that you can use. It's unwanted, it's uncomfortable, but it's still there for you to be able to use it if you're able to push yourself past it, right?
Yeah.